Hey, Gus, man, great having you on. Gus Johnson, Fox Sports, of course, does NFL and NCAA, doing Michigan, Wisconsin, doing Lions, Bears this weekend. Take me back last week. The missed field goal by Matt Prater goes 109 yards back from Jamal Agnew, and you on the call. And Jamal Agnew played here in Detroit. We loved him. Wish we could still be here. But, man, what a play. That's historic.
Yes, that was a historic play, 109 yards. I tell you, Matt Prater, if he would have been playing in a little bit less humid weather, I think he may have hit that kick from 68. But Agnew picked it up, and he was daring. He brought it out. And what I like about that play, because I've looked at it a bunch of times, look at the blocking by the Jaguars on that play. Everybody was selling out. But he got some great blocks. He broke a couple of tackles, but he got some great blocks. I mean, guys are just throwing themselves in front of the chariot. And when he hit that sideline, and I saw that, what do you call it, Braylon? When you're returning a kick and you got that wall in front of you.
Oh, the wedge. The wedge protection.
The wedge, yeah.
There you go.
Man, I saw him and I saw the only man back was the kicker. I was
that's
like,
problems.
man, oh man,
it's over.
You know,
it's over.
So this guy's running into history, and not only is he running into history, but he knows he's gonna be the center of attention because he knows he caught it from 109 yards back. So he's going to be the man all week.
Yeah, he is.
That's certainly what happened.
It was like Auburn and Alabama that one year.
Hey, man. Gus, we played that probably a half a dozen times this week alone. Anyway, and then the week prior to that, he hits that long field goal at the end of the first half. You were at that game as well. You like those Cardinals.
Oh, I love the Cardinals, man. Kyler Murray is something.
How about the Lions and Bears? Tell us a little bit about what you're thinking about Dan Campbell and, of course, on the other side of the coin, Matt Nagy maybe coaching for his job.
Well, I think Matt Nagy is coaching for his job, but he's been put in a tough situation. Rookie quarterback, older quarterback that gets hurt. The other older quarterback is you just don't know where he is. He's been in the league a long time. So, but the Bears defense looks good. Even though they gave up a lot of points in the fourth quarter, it was a close game with about 1:40 remaining in the third. The Lions, my boys, I think that they've been close. I'm watching this game, and this guy zoinks one off the crossbar and goes in. It's just like that. That's kind of our luck.
Yeah.
But I think Coach Campbell has the right kind of guys in place. I think Jared's going to be great. I love DeAndre Swift and how when they finally start getting him the football in space, the offense started to generate. Hopefully they learn from that, and they'll do that against Chicago on Sunday. And I just think that the Lions, it's going to be okay. They're going to win some games, maybe more games than we thought, off to a slow start. I feel like the same thing about the Bears. I think if they can get their offense clicking, I don't know who they go to. Maybe Montgomery, if they can run a little bit better. I think that defense is good. I mean, they have some dudes on defense, man. I mean, woo!
Yeah.
They hit and they hit and they hit. So that's going to be a fun one to watch at Soldier Field on Sunday as well.
I want to steal something from my dear friend Ryan Armani right now, and I want to use it as my own, but as I've already given him credit for it. We've been talking back and forth, and you look at the draft coming up in 2022, there aren't a lot of quarterbacks. In fact, Pro Football Focus said that the first quarterback taken wouldn't come till pick number 15, and that's Malik Willis. Do you think the Detroit Lions have enough in Jared Goff? You see the offensive line that they have. The offensive line is scoring high, and they still don't have Taylor Decker. The running game, they have Swift, they have Jamal Williams, they have some pieces there with Hockenson. Do you think Jared Goff is enough, or do you think he's playing on borrowed time?
No, I think Jared Goff is more than enough. I think what the Lions need some receivers.
Yep.
How you feeling, Braylon? How you feeling?
I mean,
I tell him
I stretch the knees out a little bit. I stretch the knees out a little bit.
Team, baby, come on, man.
Just stretch a little bit.
I tell him that all the time.
I can give you 8 plays, 2 plays a quarter.
That's all we need.
two plays a quarter, 1 jump
Red
off.
zone.
That's it.
Come on, man.
That's it.
We need you. But
Yeah.
I think they need some receivers. They need a big-time receiver.
Yeah.
Somebody that can create the separation. I like some of the pieces they have. I like that little number 11, Raymond. I think he's quick, get out of Holy Cross.
Cephas.
Quintez Cephas.
I mean, you're in Wisconsin, so perfect.
Wisconsin, yep. When he was here in Wisconsin. Not bad. serviceable, but not Megatron. You know,
yeah,
that's what we need. So we need a guy that can get open. I think C.J. Hawkinson is going to be wonderful, but if you get that receiver, then Hawkinson is going to be open even more, and then Raymond will be open anymore. So I don't know who's out there, but to me, if like I look at the kids in Minnesota, Jefferson, that came out of LSU.
Special. Justin Jefferson, he's special.
Right, and I'm going to use this term only because I'm talking to my hometown in hometown radio.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking French to you.
Okay.
We need a receiver, a bad dude, a dude. And that's
dude.
what I will be looking for. Right. That's what I'll be looking for in the draft this year if I'm the Lions.
Just think that Justin Jefferson wasn't even the best wide receiver on his team at LSU. It was Jamar Chase. Right. Jesus Christ.
Right. Hey, Gus, how about your partner in the NFL booth, Aqib Talib? First of all, I love the way he dresses. I love what he's doing in the booth, but can you talk him into maybe playing for us on the defensive side?
Send him down. Send him down
this way.
Let me tell you something, and this is crazy. Every time we sit down to talk to a head coach, it's been Mike Zimmer, it's been Cliff Kingsbury, Urban Meyer, okay? They all say, hey, Key, you still want to play? We got a spot for you over here. And Aqib laughs. You know, he said, I don't know, man. I weigh 205 right now. I'll probably be playing, you know, the Viper because a safety kind of position instead of the corner. But, you know, everybody asked him if he wants to play still because he was such a wonderful player, all-pro, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl champion. At one particular time before Jalen Ramsey came in the league, some felt that Aqib Talib at Denver was the best corner in football.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Do you really?
Yeah, I mean, everywhere he was, he had success at a different level. Like, once he left Tampa Bay, which is where he was drafted, now you look at his time at the Patriots, you look at his time at the Rams, you look at his time at Denver, he just knew what he was, and even though he got into it with players on the field, he looked to him to lead. If you watch that Denver team, which is arguably the best defense ever, obviously the 85 and then Baltimore Ravens, but you look at that Denver defense, they were looking to him. Von Miller was the playmaker, but they were looking to Aqib to be the leader. So, I mean, that says a lot about his ability and ability to lead.
Yeah, man. He's just, I tell you, he's just a wonderful young man. He's just really a pleasure to be around. Very respectful young man, focused young man. He wants to get better at this. You know, we're working on trying to help him get better. We're going to, you know, work on some of his conjugation, verbs. We're going to go back to UAD High. Okay, I had a teacher at UAD High by the name of Mr. Wendell Hall. Rest in peace, Professor
Toughest
Hall.
curriculum ever.
It's tough, but, you know, I'm going back myself. Last night, actually, I was working on the principal parts of the word to be. I am, you are, he is, she is, they are. And we're going to start working with Aqib on that kind of stuff. And he is a willing and engaged participant. He wants to get better. And some of the things that he says are just spot on and so accurate. And it's like I've never heard it from that perspective, because you're usually hearing the analysts come from an offensive perspective,
right?
Quarterback, you know. But now I got a defensive guy that was one of the best at what he did during his time, and it's refreshing. And it's style, it's swagger. That Super Bowl ring when he wore it this past week, man, I was like, wow.
He's very likable. He's very likable.
Yeah, he's very likable. Yeah, you just like him, man.
That's it.
He's just one of your dudes.
Gus,
so
I
think he's going to be great.
I got to tell you, I think that says just as much about you as it does him, the fact that he's willing to want to get better, but about you as a partner, too, trying to help him to get better. And I want to stick with you personally for a little bit, if I could. Just this is the last thing I have. I've been following you for about 20 years. Even before I knew you were from Detroit, I work at the local Fox television station here in Detroit, and I work with two guys who worked with you or knew you in D.C., Dan Miller and Greg Canner.
Oh.
And in 20 years ago, they mentioned to me, this guy, Gus Johnson, in D.C., is the best. Nobody's better at what he does than Gus Johnson. I've been following you for 20 years. I think you should be calling Super Bowls, by the way. I think you're the best guy going right now. However,
Amen.
However, is there a part of you at all that you've done just about anything there is to do in this business? Is there a part of you at all that would like to come home at some point? There's a job open at the University of Michigan next season for play-by-play. And again, I'm not trying to get you in trouble or anything like that with contracts or anything. But is there any part of you that would ever want to do anything like that with your career?
Nah, not really.
No,
man.
I love it.
I live in Los Angeles.
Ready to just pull the cold water.
I love it.
Pour the cold water over my head. Right
You
now.
shot that one down,
Oh
baby.
man, I said Michigan. Go get Gus Johnson. Go get Gus Johnson.
Yo, man, December in LA is something to see. I'm a golfer. You know, I love my lifestyle. I love my home. The thing I like about coming home is, you know, I can go over to my cousin Evelyn's house and eat her collard greens and, you know, and get full and see my family. But my life is somewhere else now, you know.
Right.
When I get older, maybe when I, you know, and they don't want me anymore at the network, you know, maybe. I know, you know, I'm a big Pistons fan. I grew up with the Pistons. You know, maybe down the road,
Cade
get a chance
Cunningham.
to do something, you know. So I love my hometown. I love Detroit. Hey, Braylon, were you a West Side Cub?
Come on, baby. Patowski and Broadway. You know Patowski and Broadway. Patowski and Broadway. Come on, man. Tandy, William Tandy. Yeah, West Side Cub for life. Patowski and Broadway. We were the only team to have our own stadium. Everybody else played at the local high schools, but the Cubs, we had our own stadium on Patowski and Broadway. I played there, B team and A team.
I was a West Side Cub too.
Man, the overlapping is crazy right now.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, man, that's crazy. So,
Gus,
but
go ahead. I was just going to wrap you up.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was just going to say thanks for all this time you've given us. You couldn't be more generous with your time. We're huge fans of yours. We love everything that you're doing, man. And you got a lot of support here in your hometown.
Cub brother, man. Cub brother for life. You a D Cub and West Side Cub. We're two Cubs.
That's right.
We got two Cubs.
Hey, do us a favor. Bring home a Michigan win for the first time since Braylon was a freshman.
Oh,
please.
man, that's right. Last time Michigan's won in Wisconsin was 0-1 my freshman year.
Nah, I think it's going to be a different year. I feel good about this year with the Wolverines, guys. I'm not even worried about this.
That's what I'm talking about.
And by the way, you're going to see Dan Miller on Sunday in Chicago, too, calling the Lions game on the radio. So
you know what, Dan Miller is one of my dear, dear friends. He is so professional and handsome and a good human being, man. I love Dan Miller, man, and I can't wait to see him and, you know, give my city, my favorite place on earth. You know, I always tell people you got to know people's latitude and longitude. And for me, it's 42, 1954, 83, 248, baby.
Yes,
Detroit,
sir.
all day, every day. What up?
Learn that at UAD.
Right, give my city a kiss for me. Cubs for life.
The great Gus Johnson. Thanks so much, Gus. How great was that?
Appreciate it. Thank you. Love you, buddy.
Okay, thanks, Gus Johnson. I got to get to a break. Let's react to everything you said afterwards. This is Armani and
Woodward Sports Network, The Bottom Line.